Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, April the 29th. A pleasure to have you with us today. I'm coming to you from my home in northern Boone County, and on the other end of the line we have ALEX LaBrunerie from LaBrunerie Financial, and you're all alone in the office, aren't you, Alex?
Yes, our office is working remotely, and so all the other people here are working from home. And I'm solo here in the office.
Yeah, well, you're kind of lonesome there all by yourself. But
remember,
I was going to say a lot of people are concerned about what is happening. Many people are out of work, and then if you have money in the stock market and you look at that, it's kind of a shaky time. What's the advice? What do we need to do?
First of all, I think it's important. I think we're past the first period of this of fear and panic, and we've watched the markets recover somewhat. What is now the big problem is the labor market, which is the massive unemployment that we're seeing and will continue to see. And continue to look for stimulus packages that are effective from Washington and from our state and all the other states and even our city here and other cities surrounding us. I think everyone is aware of the problem and trying to address this, but it's not going to be a quick fix.
Right. It's going to take time. But when you look at the stock market, people who are fairly young, I would imagine the best advice that you can tell them is to stay the course, correct?
Yes, and generally speaking, they need to review with their advisors, though. Paul, I think it's important. This is such an unprecedented event that the individual investors in our community may feel traumatized by what's happening, and may need to, just make sure they're thinking correctly about their individual situation. So it's, but not do it in a sense of panic. You're right, and that hopefully a year from now, this is starting to fade, and we're seeing our economy recover on an aggregate basis, and we're seeing, we're looking at the COVID-19 as in the rearview mirror. For the next couple of years, it gets further away from us. But the first thing is to get the virus under control, or not, and get out from shut-in, and that hasn't happened yet.
Right.
We're not exactly sure when it will.
Yeah. What is the biggest mistake right now financially, Alex? What's the biggest mistake you think people can make right now? It's hard to say on that one, Paul. Generally speaking, I think panicking too much. I mean, again, this is unprecedented, so we want to make sure you stay calm and look down the road for the long term, at least till January of this year. We're going to continue throughout May and June see terrible economic numbers, and the thinking is whether we're going to have either a V shape, but at some point we will hit a bottom, sometime by the end of the second quarter, which would be June 30th, and we'll have the all clear order hopefully given by the scientists that we can slowly go back to work or phase back to work, and we ultimately have a very good economy prior to this. So there was not a structural problem with our banking system like in 2008. The Federal Reserve and the federal government and the other government agencies and businesses and the public are all doing everything they can, to jumpstart the economy. And what about the small businesses in our community? They can be particularly hard hit. I
think that we need to. I think it's quite troubling in a deep, profound way how hard hit they are, and it is disturbing. There is a lot of relief loans. The PPP loans are starting to hit the street. There are other emergency loans through the SBA. I would encourage business owners and family members of business owners, including independent contractors, possibly hairstylists, the solo practitioners, all may be eligible for certain relief measures under the programs under the CARES Act. And hopefully there'll probably be new legislation in May. I think by the end of this pandemic, Paul, our federal government may spend at least $5 trillion on relief packages, and that doesn't include what the Federal Reserve is doing. So.
Yeah, and that's almost mind-boggling when you think of that amount of money, but not helping is also mind-boggling.
Oh, yes. I don't think anyone, or there might be one stray person that says we shouldn't help, but I think the vast majority of people know we have to do this.
Right.
And
so I think basically, Alex, what you're saying is don't panic. I stopped looking. I stopped looking at my investments a couple of weeks ago because I'm going to just let them go. And
yes, and that worked in '08. This bear market that's hit in, Paul, has been fast and furious. It's the fastest decline of major bear markets. But it's also, but '08 was so far more severe in its damage to stock market. Now, we're not talking, the labor market is another thing that we need to be deeply concerned with outside of, what the Dow Jones is doing.
All right, Alex, we're out of time for today.
Okay.
But if people want more information, they can contact you, right? Give them your telephone number.
Yeah, and we'll all get through this. So, thanks, Paul. 573-449-5313.
449-5313. Alex LaBrunerie, thank you so much for visiting with us. And yes, you're right. We will all get through this together. Together. That makes a difference.
Yes, together as a community, yes.
All right. We're out of time. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye-bye.